Good afternoon and welcome once again to the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. Big day today. At 3 o'clock in about an hour, we are going to be finally opening up McKinley Avenue Extension. As you know, the roundabout's open and has been open, but this is big. Getting the project, at least for travel through that area, to be opened up again at 3 o'clock today. That'll be taking place. So I want to jump right out and get that out there to just kind of let you know where things are at. Weather-wise, right now it's beautiful outside. High of 76 degrees and going to be 76, 77, 79, 79, 76 in terms of looking across the remainder of the week. So Saturday, full-on sun, 77 degrees, so it's going to be really nice this weekend. Sunday, high of 79, and into Monday, 79, Tuesday, 76, and Wednesday, 78. So the forecast is looking really nice. Getting back to engineering and public works items, another change in traffic flow that everyone should be aware of is that the East Union Street, affectionately known as Jeff Hill, has been opened up to two-way traffic. It had been one-way traffic for a long period of time. It was one-way heading west, which is up Jeff Hill. It is now two-way. There are stop signs up there, so just be cognizant of that. There's been new postings up there, but it is a two-way street once again, much like it was years and years ago. North Congress Street sewer line project. York Paving is going to continue the sewer line installation this week on Ring Street. They will be paving a section of the alley by 93 North Congress and complete asphalt patching repairs on Pine Place and Ring Street. That'll be taking place on August 23rd. And let's see, flaggers are going to be assisting traffic flow through that area, so just be mindful. Ring Street is closed through traffic between Pine Place and North Congress. As usual, if you have any questions or concerns about anything related to engineering and public works, please reach out to them. You can reach them at 593-7636. Arts, Parks, and Rec. A number of things going on. I mentioned this last week, and that is that the pool closing and send-off activities Friday, August 25th from 3 to 9 p.m. The pool is going to be hosting a free pool day to send off the former pool. It's going to be an evening to commemorate the final closing of the current swimming pool, and likely to have some renderings for what the new pool will look like. So for anyone who's not seen those, we should have those out and about. We're also going to have a number of sponsors there. Obviously the City of Athens, Ohio University Credit Union is going to be there, Matthews Insurance, Power 105, Kona Ice of Athens is going to be there. There's going to be music, games, prizes and activities. There's going to be a closing poem by the city's poet laureate, Allison Stein. She will be there. We're also going to have markers for writing on the pool house. So yes, we are authorizing people to write on the pool house walls, kind of putting out their reminders, memories, things that they liked about the pool. For that matter, you can put down things you didn't like about the pool. The existing pool. We're also going to have sidewalk chalk. So this is open to everyone. So kids, adults, whoever can also jot down memories or just draw pictures if you choose to on the pool deck all the way around. We do plan to photo archive a lot of what people write on the pool house and on the deck. It's going to be a great event. It really is. The pool is going to be open. Its last day is going to be the 26th. 25th, again, 3 to 9 for the pool commemoration party, final closing. The pool, again, will be open on the 26th, which is Saturday. And again, for that last and final day, the pool will be free to everyone. Along with that, the Athens Public Transit free ride days are also going to be on August 25th and 26th. So therefore, you'll be able to ride any of the bus lines throughout the city on Friday and Saturday, Friday the 25th and Saturday the 26th. So this weekend, guys, and you know, hey, you can ride the bus free to the pool and swim in the pool free and likely ride the pool home again free as long as the bus is in service along that line. OU Move In. Again, this is going to be our busy next few days here in the city from the 24th to the 26th. It is Move In. There's going to be traffic congestion on these days. High Street will be open way, will be one way up the hill between Union and Washington Street on these days for move-in. So keep that in mind too. Some other things I might as well just jump right into that pertain to OU updates. On Sunday, August 27th, President McNellis addresses the first-year students of approximately 4,000 students will be led up Richland Avenue to the Student Organization Involvement Fair. You can expect some brief closures of Richland Avenue at around 3:30 in the afternoon. So that's Sunday, August 27th on Richland Avenue. Expect some delays along there as the 4,000 students being led by President McDavis work their way on up to the campus, the College Green. Let's see, Ohio University also recently announced its speakers for the 2017-2018 Kennedy Lecture Series. This fall, Obama White House photographer Pete Souza will be speaking on September 19th at 7:30 p.m. And the women's right movement leader Gloria Steinem will be speaking November 21st at 7:30. This lecture series is hosted by Templeton Blackburn Memorial Auditorium and are free and open to the public. I highly recommend going to both of these. You know, I've seen the artwork of Pete Souza. I have also listened to Gloria Steinem speak. Most recently was earlier this year, and well worth coming out and at least listening and being involved. Back to city events. The City of Athens Arts West program presents Broadway Cabaret Show, a Broadway Cabaret Show, which will benefit Arts West and Big Brothers Big Sisters. This is going to be this Friday at 7 p.m. The American Red Cross, this is their centennial year here in the city of Athens, and kind of as the capstone for that, they are having a blood drive. The city is also sponsoring this blood drive, city employees. This blood drive is going to be at the Athens Recreation Center. It will be September 11th at 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. If you want to try to schedule to get into this blood drive, to donate, please call 592-3367, or you can visit visit redcrossblood.org, and you can enter the sponsor code Athens Chapter to reserve yourself a spot to come in and donate. You know, this is a great thing. Plus, it's honoring 9/11. So we challenge everyone to roll up their sleeves. The goal is a rather lofty goal, I think an achievable goal, and that is to get 100 pints of blood. So we need at least 100 people to come out and donate blood during this event. Again, the City of Athens employees partnering with the Ohio Red Cross, Athens Red Cross, to make that happen. I mentioned this in City Council the other night, but wanted to convey this again during my press conference, and that is that we received a letter from Tanya L. Hoover, who is the superintendent for the National Fire Academy, and it was a notice with a diploma where our fire chief, Bob Reimer, has successfully completed the executive officer program at the National Fire Academy. And I don't know if we can get a shot of this or not, but this is the diploma that he received for successfully completing the executive fire officer program. So a big kudos to Chief Reimer for successfully completing that. I have a proclamation that I would like to read. Whether you know it or not, this September is prostate cancer awareness month. So therefore, in honoring that awareness month, I have a proclamation that I'd like to read. Office of the Mayor proclamation, whereas 1 in 7 men will get prostate cancer sometime in his lifetime, and whereas veterans are 1.5 times more likely to get prostate cancer, and whereas prostate cancer is the most commonly diagnosed form of cancer and the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths among men, and whereas this year approximately 180,890 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in the United States. That's 1 in every 1.9, 1 man every 2.9 minutes, and roughly 26,120 men will die this year from the disease, which is 1 man every 20 minutes. Staggering. And whereas African American men are at the highest risk for the disease at a rate of 1 in 4 men, African American men are 2.5 times more likely to die from the disease. And whereas education regarding prostate cancer and early detection strategies are critical to saving lives and preventing and protecting our families. And whereas all men are at risk for prostate cancer, and we encourage the citizens of Athens to be aware of the importance of prostate screenings. Now, therefore, I, Steve Patterson, the Mayor of the City of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim September 2017 as National Prostate Awareness Month. So, screens. Go get screened if you are of the age to where you are at greater risk. I want to give a real brief update. I asked the Deputy Director, Service Safety Director, to give me some numbers on how we're doing with our Big Belly trash collection and recycling bins up on Court Street. And he pulled together a couple different metrics that I'd like to share real quick. And I'm just going to give you the percentage by volume of waste stream that we are sending to the landfill versus diverting to recycling. For August, so the past week, basically, August 15th through the 21st, in terms of single stream, we diverted about 46% of all the trash that's collected in the uptown area through our Big Belly system from the landfill, sending it off to recycling, leaving us with 54% that was landfill. Again, this is a big change from the way things used to be. I also have the numbers from May 1st through July 31st, which was basically when we pulled away on Court Street all of the old round trash bins. And as you can imagine, the numbers are a little bit different because the aggregate is a little bit longer period of time. But again, single stream diverting, we diverted about 34% from the landfill, sending it off to recycling, leaving us with 66% going to the landfill. And again, this is pretty telling because this is a period when people are not just randomly throwing things into the former round trash bins, but now putting them, the only place to put them on Court Street is in the Big Belly system. And then finally, from January 1 through August 21st, which is the entire time that we've had the Big Bellies up on Court Street, we have collected a total of 54 20,700 cubic yards of waste in our system, and we have diverted 38% from the landfill and sending that off to the recycling, which is about 20,740 cubic yards, so a lot that we have accomplished in terms of diverting trash. Again, as a brief educational moment to anyone who's watching, just remember that there is a landfill side to the Big Belly system and a recycling side. Anything that's a recyclable material, please make sure that you put it into the recycle side and don't put it into the landfill side, because that certainly doesn't help with our numbers. But anyway, that all said, I think it's a great improvement, along with the cigarette butt bins that you see up and down Court Street and beyond on the poles. In closing, I wanted to share something that I shared with City Council the other night, and it's basically my feelings on the events that transpired in Charlottesville a couple weekends ago, and I wanted to read this to you as my statement. Over the past week, I have been shocked and saddened by what has happened in our country. The hatred and the bigotry seen in Charlottesville represents ideologies from the past that cannot and will not be tolerated today, especially here in Athens. Those who converged on Charlottesville with their slogans of hatred, weapons of hostility, and torches of terrorism are hoping that what happened there will be the beginning of a campaign to fragment our country along racial, religious, and ethnic lines. This is so against our ideals as a nation that people of goodwill must not remain silent. As Athenians, we have always prided ourselves on our welcoming attitudes and inclusivity to all individuals, regardless of race, religion, gender, ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender identity, or abilities. I want to emphasize that everyone is welcome here in Athens, and the city is proud of our diversity. If anyone ever feels that they are being discriminated against or made to feel uncomfortable by the rhetoric of others, I urge you to come to my office and see me. Outdated attitudes and views should not be continued to thrive in the city so proud of its progress. The violence that erupted between the white supremacists and the counter-protesters in Charlottesville proved that divide in this country is greater now than ever. I urge citizens to reach out to each other, to have open dialogue, to create a future that includes all, and to begin to fix that divide right here, right now. We cannot let the hate and the bigotry seen in Charlottesville set the tone for the future. As human beings, we are all better than this. Thank you. And that wraps up my press conference for this week. Again, I can't stress this enough. Hopefully you'll come out on Friday evening and come down to the pool. And you can jot down your farewells to our 43, 44-year-old swimming pool and look at some of the plans for what we have in store for us as construction begins on the 28th and roll through the rest of the year, with an opening date as is planned right now to be in May of next year. So don't forget that. Friday and Saturday, free pool, free transportation. Come on down and celebrate. And that all said, I wish you a great weekend, and hopefully you'll tune in again next week for the next edition of Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. Take care.